Good evening and welcome to another exciting video in the Artful Coder series. Now, in this video I want to talk about buckets. So when you're doing reporting or MI, you might want to bucket your data. Now, what is that and how can it work? There's lots of ways you could do it. You could have a table which you could add files in via a content management system. You could build all the CRUD and you could add them in. That can be done, but I will show you a quicker way to do it because I believe that this would help you, and I use these types of things in my daily working life. So a bucket is effectively like a table of information. It says, well, and it might have some ranges. So what sort of buckets do we want to do? Well, let's take ages, for example. Let's say we're interested in bucketing customers by ages. Very simple. You might want to bucket, and yes, you could say, why would you want that? But sometimes on reporting, you might want to bucket there. So what we're going to do is just go do a select. We're about creating a view later. And we're going to say under 55 as option text. What we're going to say is we're going to say 0 as start, comma, 0 as start age, under 55, so you'd say 54 here, and then you'd say as end age. And then if we just run that, it's not going anything else but a column of ages, that's all we do. Now, if I wanted to build a bucket of different age ranges, the other way I could do this is say union, and we're just going to copy this because it's similar logic. So we're going to say 55. This is just the display text, so don't worry too much about it. And we can create a unique identifier that we could join a table to 65. And then what we'd say here, 55, 64. And again, you just keep building this up. Of course, you need to select. And we do that. Now we'll just bring this down. We'll say from 65, 75. And then we do 65 to 74. And we're going to have one final one here. We're going to say union. I've got the union again. If we just run that now, there you go. And you can put a sort order on it to order it by. But what we've got there is effectively a bucket, starting with a bucket. So how would I go to a top end if I'm just interested in saying where it's greater than 75 or something like that, 75 and greater? Then what I would do is I would say 75 plus example. And then all I would say is 75, and here just give an arbitrary number that's ridiculously high, 2,000 or 20,000. Nobody's going to live to 20,000 years unless you're a computer. So that is our bucket table built up. And again, you might want to put an ID in here. So if you're joining it, create a unique key and you join it on, and then you can filter down on your reports. But that's effectively a simple bucket in SQL. It's just a union and loads of select statements. Again, we've done things with numbers and things like that, and weeks and all of that. And that is just very simple. It's just a union statement. That's all it is. There's nothing too complicated there. And that's how you start to build it up effectively. So another way we can do this is you can sort it as well. We could do a view on a view. So what we're going to do is add a new column called one as sort index. And we're just going to create the view. Come down and say 2. And say and say 3. Could be any numbers as long as a high sequence number. do that, F5. It's not going to do much now, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Instead of creating a view, we're going to do that with that as buckets. And I want to say order by. Okay, that should do that. So from, why is it not like that? Don't like it, does it, people? You're supposed to say that. Does it need the as keyword? Yes, it does. Doesn't like it. Let's give it a try. That's because it's not got that. So what we're going to do is say select, and we'll say bucket dot star, and we're going to say order by bucket dot sort index. Order, oh, right. There you go. So by applying a simple arbitrary number, sorry, you can sort that bucket into the categories you want. Again, that's not right because you know what we've done? We're giving it the same sorting index. So let's just do 4, F5. There you go. So this is a very simple bucket that will allow you to add ranges, and then you might have a date of birth field. Another one is financials, if you're looking at different increments of where a sale or something might have been less than 30,000, greater than 30,000. Start off with start and end ranges, and then just have a nice brilliant option text or age text or what you call it, and that is a very simple way to build a bucket. And then yes, you can put this in a view, so you can later reference it, but this is just explaining that different types of buckets. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video.